Okay, I'd like to call the September 8th Wells County Regional Sewer District Board meeting to order. Please stand as we do the Pledge of Allegiance to them.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Andy, would you lead us in prayer?
In heaven, Lord, we want to come before your throne, before this meeting, to pray for wisdom and stewardship. I want to thank you for paving the way for adequate funding for the toxin project. Pray that you would just be with us as we consider bond ordinances and other stepping stones, Father, to prep for bids, and just go before this project and pray that you would bless it and work to provide some options for residents there in the toxin area. Just commit this project and the future of it to your guidance, care, your providence. Thank you for giving us the duty and the responsibility tonight. Pray that you would just give us wisdom and stewardship. In your name we pray, amen.
Amen. Thank you, Andy. Okay. Everybody had a chance to review the minutes from our August 11th meeting?
Yes.
Any corrections or additions? Okay, can I entertain a motion to approve?
I'll make the motion.
We have a motion on the table, a second?
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Leon, I assume we have some bills to
We
pay.
do indeed. We have a total of 20 claims this evening. First of all, Lewis's salary, $3,970.50. Payroll taxes of $1,422. There were 6 electric bills totaling $452.54. We have supplies on the credit card totaling $174.85. Cell phone cost $45.49. Billing through Bluegrass, $491.56. One escrow account to the Bank of New York for $2,232.79. Rent from McAfee Sewer, $750. Billing from Adams County RSD, $1,160. Accounting bill from Honegger Ringer, $1,712. Paying for the forwarding on the phone, $10.64. Ferguson Waterworks, that was supplies. Do you want to explain that?
Floats?
Floats.
Okay.
Changing those old ones out to the new ones as they go bad.
Okay.
Because the old ones are junk.
That totaled $2,710. 811 bill from Indiana Underground was $76. Fuel from AgBest, $189.79. And repairs on the truck through Expert Transmission, $1,192.27. Those 20 claims total $16,590.43. That leaves us a balance in the checking account as of this evening of $112,506.43. The Bank of New York escrow account is $6,643.66. Bank of New York debt service reserve, $18,877.15. Bank of New York ARPA Project 2, $19.85. Bank of New York ARPA Project 3, $295.68. And the Improvement Fund, $504,270.80. All of those total $642,613.57. End of report.
Okay, any questions on that? If not, I'll entertain a motion to pay the bills.
A couple questions. So
Okay.
the improvement fund balance was the same last month?
It will stay the same for 3 months. We get the statement every 3 months.
Okay, thank you. So we
Yeah.
have quarterly statements on the improvement fund,
Yes,
at which time we could expect some interest-bearing activity.
definitely.
Okay.
Yeah, the next statement will come out on October 15th.
Okay.
And I don't know what day we meet next month, but it's,
What kind of time are you putting down in a quarter mile there, LA? What happened with the transmission?
October 14th on a Tuesday.
Oh, what was it?
okay.
Water pump. All right.
Yeah, front end of it, yeah. Guess it's old, it's 100,000 miles on it. Yeah.
It does. No, I'm just giving you a hard time. And I thought you said baling. Is it mailing bluegrass?
Mail it. Well, billing,
My ears heard baling bluegrass, and
I may have,
what kind of business we
I may
ran?
have stuttered, I don't know.
It's out there in the field again.
Hey, those mules gotta eat.
Yeah.
I'll make the motion to pay the bills.
All right, we have a motion on the table to pay the bills. Do we have a second?
I'll second that.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Mr. Brown, you're up.
Maybe Ryan needs to probably sit up there too.
That's right, that's fine. You can both sit up there.
Yep. We've had, we'll make our part fast so we can deal with Thompson, okay? We've got several people that have not connected. Ryan Bennett sent with the Wells County Health Department, sent Mark an email, and so he is aware of it. They're working on that. Don't know if we want to talk about the car wash bill. I would be willing to pay that. That was my mistake.
No, if you want to talk about that right now, how many times did you wash the truck?
One.
Okay,
The whole
okay.
deal, I mean, the whole deal was I didn't see the credit card,
I know,
but now she is sending them.
yes.
Yes, I see them, so.
I'd like to address that issue right now. Honest mistake on your part. I don't fault you. It's something that, it's because the reason I say that is because it was something that I would do if my wife wasn't with me to help me out. So, we've paid $240 total for that, and you must have used $15 worth.
Yeah.
That leaves $2.25, but and I will never, as a board member, ask you to reimburse that because it was an honest mistake, and you're too valuable to,
Well,
but here's a minor suggestion that I can make. If it would ease your conscience, and if you want to donate to that low-income fund,
I sure can.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd be glad to. That makes
Okay.
me feel better.
okay?
I mean, yeah, so, all right, I'll do it.
All right, thank you, Ellie.
Thank you.
You bet.
Yeah, the letter to the homeowners about clogging our grinders, Mark and Brooke are working on that. I did see a draft of that, so Mark is gonna look at it and review it. We have not had an issue since then because I was fairly stern with her and explained how that all worked. So, anyway, the I&I issue, what do we do next? We do have a contract with the company that's gonna line the manhole there. They have not given me a schedule. The guy that does the scheduling for them was on vacation last week.
Lining the manhole is different than lining the lift station?
He is lining the main lift station and the manhole directly upstream of it because they are actually connected, just, so, yes.
Okay, since it hadn't rained in 2 months, what does them figures look like now? Is there?
Oh, we don't have any, that's the thing, when it doesn't rain,
You don't have any issue?
no, we're running between 55 and 65,000 gallons a
In
day.
in a rain event, how many gallons were we seeing at the peak
We saw over 300,000
in one day, and one pump?
one.
Even
Six-
consecutive
6X?
rains, yeah.
What?
6X on a normal day?
It was multiple rain events and concurrence
Right,
that
and-
led to that event.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say if you were gonna get a quarter inch or half inch of rain in one
No,
day, you're gonna
no.
see that now.
You don't. So anyway, so I guess the other company, Duke, when their radar thing, and we talked about this last month, the trouble is they need to see it when it rains. And so, because it's not gonna do much good, that flow is about the same every day right now, so we'd be paying for nothing. So we probably just need to hold tight and wait.
In the spring, in the
Well,
fall rains?
I don't know.
Even if you started testing this winter, I don't remember what their contract stated on duration, but even through the winter, with the freeze and thaw cycles, you'd be shocked how much water
I
comes through
think-
the system. I mean, that's still a good indicator too yet. I mean, now if it's a dry winter and we don't get much snow, I mean, we're in the same boat we're in today.
Yeah. So,
Where's
Yes,
it at?
what's that?
Where's the problem at?
We don't know where the problem is. We smoke tested everything, and we did not see anything that would indicate we've got a rolled gasket or anything like
We
that.
have to be getting outside rain.
Oh, yeah,
somewhere.
it's definitely, so, anyway. But,
Either that or somebody has a trap on their sump pump that's not letting smoke back into the house.
so,
It's actually very common.
one or two would,
yeah.
yeah, one or two would not do what.
But the increase that you're talking about, would
Right, right.
there's no way some pumps do it. I
Or a
can't.
cross tile.
Well, that would have maybe been the contractor, but I don't think, I mean, they would not typically do that, and they know, the trouble that it causes.
Absolutely.
So, anyway, I guess we can, I know. What do you want to do, Andy?
I want to fix the I&I problem.
I do too. But John will tell you.
I guess until we have positive evidence that we don't have a problem, I think we should assume that we should start making decisions about monitoring, for instance, that we do until we can cross that step off the troubleshooting approach.
Is it going into the Craigville lift station or where?
No.
This is Markle and Liberty.
We're at Liberty.
Liberty Center is most of it, yeah. Okay, chimney seals in Liberty Center. I think I reported last time that they had not put the bottom ring on, stainless steel ring in the manholes. And so I called Matt with VTF, and Matt and I had a talk. They will be fixed this week,
Okay.
all of them,
Good,
at no cost to the RSDs.
good.
Yep. I'm going to let Ryan talk about Kingsland paving.
Yep, so Nate has their bid awarded and was awarded last week. He was kind of talking about what's the next steps. I said if you guys have that awarded and it's been secured, that if they wanted to invoice the RSD, that we could then send on to the state for reimbursement, or then we could start going through that process. So he sent an invoice for the $27,000 that we talked about, was what we had left in that budget for the paving specifically from the Kingsland project. So they sent that invoice. We can start that process through the state of getting that distribution request in.
Good.
So if you send that invoice to Brooke and we can start the
Yep, absolutely.
disbursement request form process.
Did Brooks get the bid? Brooks Construction?
No, Green.
No, it was, yeah.
And Green is somebody that used to work for Brooks, and he worked for E&B too.
Really?
But the other bids were extremely, they were a lot higher.
I see.
And the county commissioners did see that.
Okay, yeah, I was at that
You-
county commissioner meeting, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't see it.
They,
Well, not the last one, but the
The
one.
last one, they
Yeah,
got the.
because I know Nate was at the table
Yeah.
and they discussed it, yeah.
Yeah.
when are they planning on being done?
We didn't get their schedule.
Is it this year or is it next spring?
I think they gave them into next year yet, just for flexibility's sake, since we're getting later in the year. I mean, we probably only have maybe a month and a half window left. That's probably good paving weather, potentially. I mean, it could go into November, but
Well, the state's not using it, they're just chip and sealing everything, so.
Oh, no,
So who's using the capacity?
Let's not start on that.
Okay, we want to talk about toxin for sure. And I'm going to let Ryan talk.
So yeah, a couple things. The great news is we got everything we asked for. It only took us, 4 tries, hasn't it? So going back to originally, back in July, when Baker Tilly submitted their schedules of different funding scenarios, we talked about, hey, what's the make or break, how do we proceed forward, and all that fun stuff. Well, the great thing is we hit scenario 2. We got the $2 million forgivable loan. We got 1.7 million some odd change in actual loan. That rate, they don't know yet, obviously. I mean, the good thing is you guys are going to be at a lower rate because it qualified for LMI, so low to moderate income. And even at that, with some of the talks even that we hear surrounding now, rates coming potentially down these next couple months, it may actually be the right time, a good time for us to be there. So we may hit a win-win there. So we hit scenario 2. Scenario 2 is what? It gets us still at that $95 a month. So we're not looking at a rate increase with scenario 2. To piggyback off the schedule, what we're looking at now is, today we had a meeting with SRF, bonding council, Mark, LA, myself, and essentially kind of discussed through when we'd like to close, when we want to have the rebid, all based off when we open these projects up for bid. The one thing that we will be asking for tonight is the board to approve for us to start advertising for bids. And that way we can begin that process. We would actually look at advertising in the paper this week. So that would keep us on the schedule that we're prepared for. I know LA and myself we have 95% of the stuff LA and I already talked about together. There's a few other things we still talked about, like the panels. You still want to go to these panels, you still want to go to these floats. I told him we still have till 3 days before we open these bids that we can submit alternatives. We can put other addendums in this bid and submit that if we so choose. So we still have time on that stuff. It's really more the timeline now is let's get it advertised out to bid so they can go out to all their sub-consultants and get their numbers back. So our intent is probably Thursday-ish this week is when because we need 48 hours. So I'll probably have our folks in the office work up that and then have Mark and LA review that before we send it to the paper. And then we're looking at opening on the 8th is what we're looking, 8th of October. What that would get us, we would then turn the bids over to Baker Tilly probably later that afternoon. We'd probably try opening in the morning. Then so actually what our meeting was, you said was the 14th, right?
Our meeting was the 14th. It's on a Tuesday because of Columbus Day.
Yeah, sorry, I looked at the wrong date here. So then at the 14th, we would present those bids to the board, go through them all. We would say, hey, here's who we recommend you guys essentially go with. Hopefully it's a good contractor that's the lowest responsive bid. And then that's where it starts the cycle of the public notifications, specifically with all the bond ordinances. And I believe that Randy was going to have the draft bond ordinance ready for the 14th with that projected rate potentially in there.
We're supposed to have the bond ordinance to us and SRF September 22nd. So, or before.
Yeah, but that's where the potential temporary interim rate would be in there.
Yeah, based upon what we kind of talked today, SRF is kind of trying to bump things up on us more than what we originally had planned. So,
Not the rates.
no,
Time schedule.
Yeah, timeline.
closing
Don't
timeline.
panic.
I
Yes.
took it that way.
Yeah.
So, we're trying to, make sure we get our publications in and get this done as quickly as we can to meet their pre-closing and their closing calendar. So we may need to have the next board meeting, we'll open bids on October the 8th. We will introduce, and then the board meeting is October the 14th. So we'll introduce the bond ordinance and the rate ordinance at that meeting. And then we'll publish that on Thursday the 16th, and then again on the 23rd of October. And then I think we will probably have a special meeting of the board on October 31st, which is a Friday, so Halloween. I think that's what we'll just call a special meeting. Hopefully we can get a quorum here. I'll have Brooke check with everybody and we'll figure out, time. But then at that meeting, we would adopt, the bond ordinance, rate ordinance, and that upon adoption of the rate ordinance, and it sounds like the rates aren't gonna maybe not change.
They alluded in the meeting that if they change, it sounds like they're going down, not up.
Well,
We'll see. We'll see.
but
We can't keep uncovering all the problems.
But on the 31st then, we would adopt that rate ordinance.
Makes sense.
And it's from that point forward, there's a 30-day period after we adopt that rate ordinance before it, there's an appeal period, which obviously, if we're not raising rates, I wouldn't expect anything there, but we'd get it adopted, we gotta get past that period, and then I think it's December 3rd is when we would have the pre-closing, is what we're looking at, and then closing.
Closing would be December 2nd, is what they have,
Closing
yeah.
December 2nd, actually, which I think is a Tuesday. I think
Yeah,
December 1st is
correct.
a Monday.
They didn't want to, they don't do them on Mondays,
Yeah.
so they went to Tuesday,
So I
yeah.
think we're looking at closing December 2nd. So in order to close December 2nd, we need to have a special meeting on the 31st.
Correct.
So I think everything's going to pretty well stay on our timeline, with the exception of that special meeting, which is no big deal, but we will do that. But, and then as far as publication goes, I want to make sure, obviously, we want to get out the bid as soon as possible, simply to give contractors ample time to get us some decent numbers. The next board meeting on October the 14th, it doesn't look like we're not going to be able to get a recommendation from Baker Tilly and any quicker than that, but I think we're fine with that. I don't see needing to have a special meeting before October 14th, so that would be just the next regular board meeting. And then we'll have the publications all ready to go and probably to the newspaper ahead of time,
Yeah.
so that it's just ready to publish.
Right.
Because we'll want to publish as soon as we can. And I don't know, LA, did you say that
Austin has to be on Monday for a Thursday printing.
for a Thursday publication?
Yes.
Thursday?
Thursday, yes.
Okay.
And, but the news banner is 48
48 hours,
48
yeah.
hours.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So if we want to publish on that Thursday, then we'll have everything, we'll know what it's going to be. We'll get the publication to them, have it so it's ready to go for that Thursday.
One of the questions that got asked, and I should have asked her when I was talking to the news banner, you had said something about afternoon print or morning paper. Are those both morning paper? I know Bluffton News Banner is morning paper, right?
Yeah.
Just remember what route you're on. It's afternoon for me.
Some get it in the afternoon, some get it in the morning.
But it comes out early.
But
It comes out early.
But Bluffton News Banner comes out in the morning?
Yeah, we print, official printing is like at 2 o'clock at night, so we get them out in the morning.
So they could,
Yeah. Any idea on Ossian when that prints? Does that come out in the morning or?
I would assume the same, I can't be
I don't know.
confident in that at all, though.
Okay.
I think that's just alluding to what time you can hold that meeting on the
Right.
31st is all.
Right, that's.
Whether
You have
it's,
to have that
it's
time.
got to be post-print.
Yeah.
Right.
So I can find that out for sure. And I should have asked her.
Okay. Yeah, let me know.
Yeah.
But we'll schedule that here. We'll schedule that meeting based upon that.
Yeah.
Exciting.
Here we go.
Okay.
The wheels of progress are turning once again.
What about the public hearing?
That'll be on the 31st.
Okay, we'll have it at the same time we have our special meeting?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah. Because basically that special meeting will only be to discuss the toxin deal and
Yep.
public meeting. We won't have to have the whole thing, right?
Yeah, we'll have an agenda that'll just deal
Oh, yeah.
specifically with
Right,
that.
right.
Mhm.
The only reason I bring that up, we did have a little issue, if you remember, years back, with having a board meeting and a public hearing
Oh,
on the same
yeah.
day. So, but this won't be that way. Yeah, yeah.
Well, I'll make a motion to authorize Choice One to advertise the toxin project as soon as it possibly can.
Okay, we've got a motion on the table. Do we have a second?
I'll second it.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
And we've got notices too that we send out based upon, board's approval of the project, public, taking bids. And we've got notices that will go out to all the project residents that are anticipated to be connecting. So we're working on those notices now. I think we've got the list.
Yep.
Yeah,
So
Ryan
we'll be
gave.
getting that
Yep.
sent out. And when we send out that list out, when we do a mailing like that, we try to put everything in there, hit it all with one mailing, so we'll be sending out the exemption claim form. I've already talked to Ryan at the, sent him an email, because, and we'll get it to him ahead of time. It's the same type of forms. It's gonna change a little bit, because there was a little minor change in the law, not big, but we've reworded it accordingly, so those notices go out at the same time, and
Okay.
we'll put that all in one mailing, and also the notice of the public hearing, so all that'll go out.
Okay, on my list, how does the board want to handle inspections? I did bring that up to Matt with VTF. I said, Matt, how did this get missed? All 22 chimney seals got missed. He said, I don't have an answer. So, and I'm not faulting the guy that was inspector. One thing that we did on that project, if you remember, we used him on both Murray and Liberty Center, 15 miles apart. And not to say that, he shouldn't have caught it. I mean, he should have caught that.
Yeah.
But he was spread pretty thin, but I'm not sure. I think down the line here, we'll talk about it. I think the only way is for me to be out there more. I really do. Not all the time, maybe. And Ryan, you've talked to, Wessler did not want to.
So I've reached out to 3 different companies. Wessler wasn't interested. They said they had enough on their plate already, what it was for next year's agenda. I have 2 other companies that I'm still getting prices on. Those scopes are ranging from full-time inspection and then a scope for part-time. So if we look at both those scopes and we say, wow, there's a huge increase in full-time tenure, that maybe while we bring LA more involved, and wanted to keep some of those costs down, as we've seen those costs inflate pretty quickly with number of
I
hours.
forget how we handled inspections in the past, but can language be put into place to hold them accountable if they do fail their responsibility?
I think we read it the last meeting, didn't you? The scope is,
A great legal document's always got a lot of gray area in it, right, Mark?
a great.
Devil's in the details.
Yeah.
That they have stuff in their documentation and I think anybody would probably write it the same way, where there's a lot of flexibility, where they are basically shoving off accountability with some.
We got to inspect the inspector.
And that would be my job.
I know.
And I can tell you, Matt would already, if they were involved, Matt already knows, and Aaron said it in a public meeting that, LA was tough, but but he was doing the job, and I wasn't even the inspector.
Tough but fair.
But, yeah, and so, that is something that we need to consider.
First step is we get prices on part-time or full-time, and we
Yeah, and I'll have those by the next
Great.
meeting to
divide there, we'll go full-time.
The good thing at that point, let's say they both come back and I say, I don't know, guys, these seem pretty ridiculous. We still have time yet. I mean, we're not talking about anything probably breaking ground until spring.
Is this something that you could do for extra compensation? Rather than hiring an inspector?
Well, I would think that without a full-time helper, because somebody needs to be there. And the guy that was doing the inspections, I will tell you this, I had to work hard to catch him in that pickup truck. If it was, he was normally right. I mean, he was out, he was there. But
Did he know what he was looking for?
well, his main, scope of work over the years was electrical. That's a far cry from sewer.
That's right.
And that is something that I think we need to consider. If we're gonna have a sewer inspector, we need to have a sewer inspector, not an electrical inspector. And Alan he was a great guy, and he was watching, but, you know?
Let's get the bids and then we'll.
Yeah, I'll have those guys for you guys that next meeting.
And it might be something where we have to, really look at that scope and make sure that we've got details
Yeah.
and punch lists and things like that for our inspector to make sure they.
I mean, that'd be like me inspecting, I wouldn't know what I was looking for. You know,
Yeah.
if this guy really is electrical and not,
He was, that was his main, yeah, that's what he'd done for years, so. I will get with Mike with Ferguson, to talk about the floats and the panels.
Okay.
That we've had issues with, and since they were the supplier from Top, the grinders, remember last meeting, I showed you those pictures?
yep,
That needs to be corrected, and so I'll work with Mike, this week, to try to, because we kinda need to have that, before the bids are finished, so. Talk about hiring a part-time helper, or whatever, and I did put the 2 job descriptions. I don't think we need an assistant superintendent, I think we need a maintenance tech, to help, if we go that route. A couple reasons, we have 71 grinder easements, where we need to decide where the grinders are gonna be, and we need to get the, easement document with Brooke. And just as a side note, we've still got, I don't know if I put it on here, I thought I did, but we've still got, 11 of them, and I have been there at least twice with the new document, explained it to them, put it in an envelope. I did not put stamps on this latest group, because we did it the first time, I put it in an envelope, addressed to Brooke, with the stamps on it. All they had to do is take it and get it notarized. They forgot them. They left them, they threw them in the trash, they're on the kitchen counter. I heard all sorts of excuses, so I took them back. I did not put stamps on that time. Why should we pay for this?
Right.
You know? Anyway, so Brooke just let me know, we still have 11. I will be hitting them up, and I'll probably have to reprint the document, but we will get it.
You need it signed in the presence of a notary.
Yes. But almost everybody either goes to the bank, they can go to the library, they come here to the health department, she's a notary. Library is tickled pink to sign for. I mean, it costs $2 at the library.
Because it has to be recorded, so that's why it has to be notarized.
So anyway, I'll go back, I'll probably have to reprint those and take them back to them, but I will take to each one.
71 grinders on Toxin?
Yeah.
Yes.
Are most of those outside of Toxin,
Yeah,
or?
Almost all of them, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we have those 2 offshoots, north and south of Toxin, that we have grinders on, but everything along basically
How many
connect-
total
24.
connections do
Yeah.
we have for Toxin?
130-ish,
Maybe
130, 140, something like that.
So there's only, 70 inside Toxin?
Yeah.
Or most of those gravity?
Everything's gravity inside Toxin. Once we get kind of those sprawls, those shoots off, then yeah.
And I don't know if you saw the email where I did talk to the Ikers.
Oh, no, I didn't see the email.
Yes. Mrs. Iker is very hard of hearing. I talked to her son, Tim,
Okay.
and he said, the number I sent you was for Julie, his wife, which would be the daughter-in-law. But that property is actually in Tim and Julie's name.
It is, yes.
Yeah.
In fact, I got a letter I just signed, it's going out to them tomorrow,
Okay.
that has
So-
the easement, has the description.
Right.
I plan, hopefully, we'll get that sent out, and then hopefully I can meet with them, soon.
Yeah, well, just call Julie, because he said she answers the phone all the time.
Okay.
He works, so he can't answer the phone, and.
Because this place is not their residence, it's.
No, it's just a
They rent
vacant lot.
Well, they've
It's,
got a house.
it's a rental, but yeah.
Right there.
There's a
Not
house.
right where we're gonna put the lift station now.
It's on well, they've got 2 lots.
It's- yeah,
They've got
correct,
a house
yes.
on one, and then the vacant lot is to the south.
You're correct.
It's got a little shed or
It's
something.
got that little yellow.
You're
shed.
correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're correct.
So there's not much there. And I did, while I was there, I did ask him if they would like to have it fenced or not fenced. And I told them if they want to look at one that's not fenced, they should go to Magley. If they want to, or Kingsland, if they want to see one fenced, come to Murray. So, because we will need to know that, and that could be pulled out of the bid.
Yeah, if, worst case, we haven't heard anything, we're gonna just keep it in the bid, and if say they don't wanna see a fence, we already have bollards in there to help protect it already, so it's just eliminating the fence, so you're saving money.
Yeah, so. Okay, the only other thing I guess I have is the pump puller does not work as well as expected. Oh, I am about sick of that too. I hate to say it. And we got the exact same thing as what Adams County. I mean, they took the exact same print. And then when I went over, after Andrew and I both tried to move it, I went over and saw Nathan and Noah, and I said, I can't move that thing. And he said, yeah, it takes two people. I said, if it takes two people, we could pull the pump. I don't know. We may modify it to where we can get some bigger wheels on it in the center of it or something. But I'm failing my job. So that's all I've got, guys. Got any questions?
Is this the whole grinder pumps?
Yeah. The pulling part's fine, but to set it out. And once you get it tipped up, it's like it basically, he used a big dolly, like a refrigerator dolly, but it's so heavy in the front that I can get it turned over, but my problem, and I told Noah and Nathan this, I said, my problem is to try to set, I can roll it over to the grinder, but to try to set that down gently enough that it don't break the flange on that fiberglass pit, I am not going to do it. Yeah. You break a flange, and what do? How do you repair that? You don't. So we'll work on it.
Is there anything else out there in the market that other districts use?
I don't know. I know Ferguson said they'd sure like to sell a bunch of those because it is a great design and does function well. They have it set up to where you can hook it to the back of a pickup truck and haul it that way, which is nice. So it's got some pluses, but it just, if it was just me, I'd say I'm just an old man. But Andrew tried it several times. He said, this isn't going to work. Anyway. Any other questions
Do we need
before
to
I try?
discuss maintenance technician?
Yeah, probably should. You're this maintenance technician, or?
Yeah, that's just what Adams County has.
Mm-hmm.
And so, I thought we ought to just use that if we can. I didn't see anything that really needed added or taken away, really. I don't know, it'd just be a matter of, and we need to decide, I guess, how soon we need one. We don't need one right now when we're doing nothing, but by next year.
Do you have somebody in mind?
I do not. Noah. The guy at Adams County, that kid is sharp.
We got lucky with Noah.
Part-time or full-time?
He's full-time.
Both Nathan and...
Oh, yes, yeah, and they're actually, they're saying we need another part-timer.
Yeah.
But Noah he is sharp.
Does Noah have a buddy that looks...
Well, I asked him, I said, Noah, you need to send me somebody.
Yeah.
Now.
Sometimes those people have friends.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly, but,
Do we have in the budget for another part-time?
There is part-time support in
Yeah.
the budget.
yeah. So that, we don't have to decide on that tonight, but at some point in time. And it's nice to get the word out in case somebody does come along.
Yeah.
Well, do they have to have any experience, or what are their qualifications?
Well, the more experience they have, the better it is, because with like Noah, he knew electrical, probably is better than Nathan, I think.
Yeah, well, and this is something too, when, we're getting ready to, look at, rates. If it, you can foresee that you're gonna need 2 full-time people, then maybe, let's get that in now, and let's consider that now and for your rates, because it'd be better to get it done in connection with this project.
I
And I'm-
disagree with that. I don't want to increase rates based on expansion. If we need to have staffing increases in the future, we can tie rates to inflation and staffing. I think that's justifiable. But
Yeah.
I don't want to turn the county against us finishing our build-out.
You mean on toxins?
Yeah.
And I think, I think we can work things out. I really do. So.
But I do think if we've got budget in there,
It is
and we should
budget.
look, and
We
experience
talked
is going to probably drive, what rate and compensation package we put together.
Right.
But
Right.
Do these people need to be certified, or?
No, I'm not certified
I
on
mean,
anything.
Yeah,
Just
is
experience.
a high school graduate kid that's willing to do that, is he?
If he's willing to learn.
Learn, he has to.
I mean, it's a lot of repetitive stuff. It's not like you'd have to learn, there is, it's like anything
You
else.
don't need to go to trade school?
No.
Okay,
No.
okay.
I had to learn the nuances of these panels and stuff, and we're still learning. Ask Nathan and Noah, we're still learning on those.
I didn't know if you ever talked to high school guidance counselors or anything like that?
Good, yeah. We just need, I guess from my point of view, we just need to know that the board is willing to do it and kind of
Well,
set a timeline.
I think we are. We need to be. You're not getting any younger in the projects.
And another thing that seems to take a lot of time is doing locates. And I know Noah and Nathan have said that too, that they'd like to hire a part-time guy over there and they're spread out more than we are. But like the gas company, every 2 weeks, I think it is, they send in 27 locates for the same old stinking spot, and you're responsible to go out and make sure those flags are still there if you put flags in, and it's,
Location.
you have to maintain the flags of an 811 call?
sure. Yeah,
You have to maintain the flags. You're
Well,
responsible for somebody's
we-
easement?
yeah, we are I mean, if
If the homeowner's at 811, somebody comes up and put flags in, and they go move the flags, you're responsible for the homeowner?
No.
Okay.
No, yes, I am responsible. It is our utility, and I am responsible to make sure those flags are still there when they come. Otherwise, it's just, now, if they have to do due diligence, the gas company or whoever it is, they have to do due diligence. If they see there's no flags, and I put on, because it's all computerized now.
Right.
I go in and I've marked those flags marked the area as of this day. If they come out and don't see any flags, then they have to notify us, send in a
Okay.
notification. But, yeah, homeowners are sick and tired of this. It's been all summer. John knows right where it is, because they had to mark them too, same things. Along Meridian Road there. Gas company and Corning Road, they finally got that done, I think, at least to the corner. But now they keep wanting me to mark down Meridian Road every week, or every 2 weeks. Yeah. So that's,
They go in the location and then just don't do the project.
yeah, the gas company, it's 27 of those locates. And the thing is, there's 4 different companies that use the same company that, I didn't know this, but use the same company to call them in under 4 different excavators' names. It is crazy how they are doing. But we're responsible. I don't want them to cut our sewer, especially at 6-inch. So,
They do that one time.
they wouldn't care, we'd have to pay for it if it was marked or not marked.
You'd be paying more. What would you rather have? Fix a hole in a force main or have a force main empty in your lap when you're not?
We have, believe you me, we fixed them. It's not fun.
Okay, anybody
Anyway,
got anything else, or?
Do we need to do anything right now with the, are we going to solicit or put something in the paper, or
I don't-
what are you looking for, LA?
I don't know.
It's probably the second or third time we've seen
I
this
know.
job description. What do you want from us?
Yes. What do I want? I want to be ready when that time comes so that can be flexible enough that I can watch what's going on. Now, when is construction going to start?
April, May?
April?
I'd say earliest is gonna be March.
March?
That'd be the earliest. Being that we're closing in December, we'll probably have final contracts signed then thereafter. But the contracts, you're probably talking a couple months to order materials, get everything in, submittal, shop drawings, so it'll, earliest, sure, March, probably more April.
Yeah. So I think we ought to just set 1st of April as a deadline.
But when you want somebody hired by then?
Yes, yeah,
We need to have a salary and a package in
Right.
place and then advertise.
right, right. And that's up to the board.
I'll peel some information out of the budget and see how to think about it.
Okay. Good. Anything else for these two?
Do you have anything else?
I hope that toxin's what I have.
Okay. Thank you, gentlemen. I gotta find my agenda again. Where am I at? Oh, thank you.
Mark's time. It's all about Mark now.
Mr. Mark, you're up.
Same thing, that's, we've already covered the schedule, the bidding, the notices. We'll have a special meeting on October 31st, it looks like, so we'll work on the publications and get them to the paper. We'll see you guys at the October meeting, and we'll get the bond ordinance and rate ordinance introduced,
Okay.
published, and we'll be off from there. In the meantime, we're working on some easement issues,
These,
with the state of Indiana and DNR and railroad and all kinds of
Good stuff.
does the Bank of New York, the ARPA Project 2 and 3 funding, do we ever lose access to those funds? Are those funds in our name?
I think we've got that transferred back now, Bank of New York.
We did a transfer and emptied it down to, there's still $19.85, and there's $295.68.
Yeah, we have to resubmit. It
By the time we resubmit, it's gonna grow,
happens every time.
and then we're gonna have like a 16-cent thing out there, and eventually we're just gonna close the accounts and just write off it as bad.
And we, Ryan, didn't we have, wasn't there like 800,000 somewhere?
Those are different accounts.
Those are
I
different.
know, but
That stuff's sitting in SRF, money that we didn't use.
I mean, is that gonna be used on this project, or?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, that makes up the difference on
yeah.
project, anticipated total project cost versus funding,
Right.
and it's the
Okay.
excess funds from 2 and 3.
So basically, of the 2 million in grant, was it 1.7
1.76
some odd change?
something.
And then you had like 800 some odd change out there that basically gets us to our whole
Okay,
umbrella.
good,
Yes.
good.
Yes.
I'm glad they started thinking about it, as the whole picture.
So,
It's been a
We got it.
nightmare.
I think we might need some disbursement another round, because I don't think, we've had that growing out there for 2 or 3 months.
Which account?
The bank, that's ARPA funds at Bank of New York.
Oh, yes,
Project 2,
yeah.
Project 3.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna have diminishing returns, but I think we probably need one more set just to get access to that last 200, 320 bucks and
Uh-huh.
get it out of there and over. I think anything beyond that, it's not gonna be worth, the juice isn't worth the squeeze, so.
And who does that, Trent?
I don't know, Mark.
We have to send in a disbursement, we have to
okay.
send in a form,
You
and they
do
verify what's there, and by the time it gets there and they cut a check, then there's another few dollars
There's another
there.
few dollars there. I think what we're sitting on now is the interest off of the big chunk,
Right.
and if we can sweep that up, what's left is gonna be pennies, and we just let it go at that point in time. At what point in time do we need to stop reporting on it? Just,
Yeah, I soon.
right?
Yeah.
Okay. Any other board comments?
No, thanks for all the support.
Okay, folks, do you have anything you would ask or speak to, or?
Not tonight, Bruce.
Okay.
You got it laid out pretty well what's happening.
All right, we thank you for being here.
I'm glad to see her too.
Okay, if we don't have anything else, I entertain a motion to adjourn.
I would make that motion.
We have a motion on the table, do we have a second?
I'll second it.
Motion and a second, all in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Thank you, gentlemen.
Make sure both of you two sign this before John leaves.
He has an existing house there. And he has an existing.
Oh, yeah.
Call him.
Did you shut us off?
What's that?
Are we off?